Okay, let's start today's lesson. So, today's lesson, we're gonna start a new unit called 语音. 语音. These are just sound. Okay, describe various sounds that people make or maybe nature make. Okay, so let's get started. And first one is 喝. First one is 喝. So 喝 is, sounds like English, like like oh, that kind of thing. Okay, so breathe it out with the mouth open. 喝. Okay. Now, one of the meaning is just onomatopoeia. It's just try to kind of mimic the sound. Okay, that's one of the meaning. Okay, very straightforward. But also this character also means something different. Okay, for example, this her in itself has the meaning of scold. Okay, scold, just basically like yelling at somebody very angrily. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay, so it has that meaning. And also not necessarily angrily, but like call somebody's attention with a very stern attitude and feeling. Okay, that's called a 喝. So this is the meaning. Also, it's also sometimes represent laughing sound. Okay, so that sounds like somebody's laughing sound. Okay, so several meanings. Let's take a look at the character itself. You can see this one goes with the mouse radical. Okay, so I mean most of these characters go with the mouse radical. And then right hand side is 可, of course representing the sound. Now now this 可, the character, if you look at examine the 可 character, you can see that basically it's a axe. Okay, it's a big axe and with a mouse. Okay, big axe with a mouse. So this is what they're trying to say is that this is somebody speak or making a sound that is very serious, stern, scary, just like a big axe. Okay, a big axe. So that's what this is. Okay, it's 喝. 喝. All right, next one. 斥. 斥 is 斥 means rebuke somebody loudly. Okay, shout at someone. Okay, scold. Okay, scold somebody. Okay, it's called 斥. So it's in some way it's very similar to 喝. But 喝 has other meanings, but this 斥 is strictly means loudly rebuke and shout at and scold somebody. Okay, for example, it does not have the meaning of representing somebody's laughing sound. Okay, so this is 斥. So let's take a look at the character itself. So this one, you can see the right hand side is the character of 七. Now this 七 has the meaning of cut, like 切. Okay, cut. You're using a knife to cut something off. Okay, that's the 七. 七 has that meaning, and so this is try to express the meaning of using mouse speaking or making a sound that is very loud and very scary and very stern. Okay, it's basically the purpose of that is trying to stop somebody doing something. Okay, so that's the character 吃. Okay, next one. 咆 咆 is roar, howl. Okay, so this one, the original meaning is refer to those animals roar and howl. Okay, like tigers, elephants, and lions, animals like that. Okay, so it's called 咆 咆哮. Now this thing also sometimes will use to refer to sound made by the nature, not necessarily animal, like weather, like a bigger, like huge waves in the ocean. Okay, like a very strong, terrible wind. Okay, windstorms, things like that. Okay, so this kind of natural phenomenon make the sound. Sometimes they use this to describe also. Okay, so this is 咆. Let's take a look at the character. So this one, the right hand side goes with 包. 包 has the meaning of wrap up, right? Containing, wrap up. So why they use this 包? This is because that 咆, that roaring sound, and then it's so huge, and it's so terrifying. It feels like it's gonna wrap you around, like completely seize you. Okay, and also the big ocean waves and the big windstorms. When that happens, you just feel like that you will be you were completely contained. And there's no place to escape. Okay, so that's why they use this 包, which is wrap around, contain. Okay, that's 咆. Next one, 笑. 笑 is also roar, howl. Okay, and wheeze, heavy breathing, pant. Now this 笑, not only like a roar, but also like a wheeze, like those sharp, high pitched sound. Okay, so it also means that people have this what is the condition called when people have respiratory problems, and the people with the wheezing, that wheezing sound, that kind of thing. Okay, this is 笑, called a 哮喘. This is a 笑, which means that it's squeaking, high pitching sound. Okay, so this is 笑. Now, they oftentimes describing wild animals howling. Okay, so like tigers, like wolves. Okay, and sometimes they will make loud and high pitched sound. Okay, it's called a 笑. And because it's a similarity, so 咆 and 笑 oftentimes used together as a word. Say 咆哮. See that? So 咆哮. So this is a roar. Okay, for animal or some weather conditions, things like that. 咆哮如雷. That means this, the roaring is so big, it's like a thunder. Okay, so this is 笑. Let's take a look at the characters. So this one, it's very, very straightforward. They use this 笑 character on the right to represent a sound. Okay, so this is 笑. Next one, 腰. 腰 means yell, shout, cry out, and 包 This is basically you are making a loud sound. That's what it is. 腰 it's it's pretty much that's it. Making a loud sound. It does not mean like this person is angry or what. Does not have that meaning. It just means yell loudly. Okay, yell loudly. Now this one oftentimes used to what? Used to like sending an order to the animal, like a horse or a bull, okay, to make it go or make it do work. Okay, this is called yao. Also, it's in old days, the Chinese business people, the peddlers, okay, and they will they oftentimes they will drive a carriage, or they will push their little cart, okay, and with their merchandise, and then they will stroll along the street, okay, and then they will yell. This is called a 吆喝. They basically they chant. There's this chant is very interesting actually. They chant. It sounds like a folk song, okay, and with very loud voice, and then they just repeatedly chant those. And basically, this is like a verbal advertisement type of sort of thing, okay? Just let the community know that I'm here, what kind of stuff I'm selling, and how good the stuff is, that kind of thing. This is called a 吆喝, okay? 吆喝. So this peddling goods by loudly announcing, the stuff you're selling, okay? So it's called a 吆. 吆. Let's take a look at the character. So this one, you can see that on the right-hand side is the character 腰. 腰 has the meaning of small. Okay? 腰 has the meaning of small. Now, why is that? This is because you can see that this 腰, right? Usually, the recipient of 吆喝is people that who are not in a high social status. Okay, so because in Asian China, it's a very it's a society by class. Okay, so people are divided into different classes. All right, and they're pretty strict social customs on how people should behave, particularly between different class. Okay, and so this type of 吆喝, okay, so like communicating information by loud yelling, basically, and considered to be rude. Okay, and so it's only it can only be done by people higher classes towards the lower classes. Okay, so that's why they use this 腰 over here, which means small, low. Okay, and the last one, that kind of meaning. So this is saying that this kind of type of action, okay, the recipient is lower in class, okay, lower in order. Okay, so that's why I use 腰. Okay, so and also when you 吆喝a animal, and also of course animals importance must be lower, right? Lower, even lower than people. Okay, so this is 腰. Next one, 喝. 喝 also shout loudly, cry and shout loudly. Okay, so this one now 吆喝. So because these two characters mean the same thing, and so they have a character. They have a so they put them together. They 吆喝is a word but it's not listed here. 吆5喝6 it's a similar one, but 吆喝 itself is actually a combined word. Okay, 吆喝 all right, and so this character also has a. Let's take a look at the character itself first. Okay, so this one, you can see the right hand side is the character 和 和 means 这个和呢 is a character for 节节的 simplified version. Okay, now 节 means like do one's best, like and means like exhaust somebody's capacity. Okay, and go all out. Okay, that kind of meaning. All right. So this is saying that this 呵 is that you are making a noise by exerting all of your force. Okay. That's the meaning. Okay. So called 呵 and also this one has a second pronunciation called 喝 now when you say 喝 it changes the meaning. That means drink. Okay, 喝水 drinking water. Okay, so this is 喝汤 that means having soup. Okay, so this is 喝 next one. 吵 吵 means several meanings. Means first one means quarrel, wrangling, and arguing, fight. Okay, the fight is a verbal fight. Okay, so it's called a 吵 verbal fight. And second meaning is disturb by making noise. It's called a 吵 it's called a 吵 for example 吵架 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 that 吵嘴 吵架 that means fight. It's a fight verbally. Okay, 别吵我 别吵我 that means that don't disturb me with a loud noise. Okay, so this is 吵 take a look at the characters. So this one you can see goes with the talking radical. Okay, and then the original one. Okay, the original one has the talking radical, and the right hand side is 少 okay, and 少 and 少 okay, and 这个少 is representing the sound. Okay, representing the sound. Okay, so that I think they just want to represent the sound. I don't know why I use the 少 over here. Yeah, I think they just representing the sound. Okay, so this is 吵 next one 骂 骂 means abuse, curse somebody. Okay, accuse somebody, blame somebody, scolding, abuse. Okay, and so 骂 and the purpose of 骂 is making somebody feel bad. Okay, it's the purpose, the main purpose is not trying to solve problems. Okay, it is just making somebody feel bad. Okay, it's called a 骂. Okay, and so the content of 骂 usually is trying to humiliate the other person, and to put down the other person. Okay, and so that kind of thing. All right. 骂 now let's take a look at the character itself. So this one you can see that the original character is has a net on the top. Okay, a net on the top, and then in the net is the horse. Okay, is the horse. Now this thing is the meaning of they try to express is this. Now you know horse, right? Horse is usually is a they can run, and they can run pretty far. So that means free, right? That means good. Okay. But however, when this horse is restricted into a net, okay, and then that is not good, right? That is not good. And so this one is trying to say that, so when people 骂人, it feels like trying to get that person captured, seized by the net. Okay, in other words, because when you 骂, you are using a lot of humiliating, abusive language. Okay, the purpose is making the person feel bad, or making the person destroy a person's reputation. Okay, things like that. It's basically it metaphorically feels like you're casting out a net over that person, try to trap the person in a bad situation. Okay, so that's why they use a net over a horse. Okay, but this one later on the form gets changed. Okay, and changed. So they replaced the net with two mouths. Okay, with two mouths, which also makes sense. This time they are emphasize this loud scolding mouths is feel as if like not only one person speaking but many people speaking. Okay, so this is 骂. Next one, 分. Fen means order, command, instruct. Okay, or order, command, instruct. Basically, telling somebody to do something. Okay, telling somebody to do something. All right, let's take a look at it. So this one, the right hand side is fen. Fen has meaning of delegating. Okay, like divide a task and delegate to people. Okay, fen. So this is basically this way they express the meaning of commanding somebody, okay, order somebody, or telling somebody to do something. Okay, so this is fun. Next one, fu. Fu is also order, command, instruct. Okay, order, command, same kind of meaning. All right, so therefore again, 丰富, 丰富, naturally it will be a combined word. Okay, and means tell, instruct, order, command. Okay, so 丰富. Let's take a look at the character itself. So this fu, the right hand side is the character of fu. Now fu has the meaning of give. Okay, give and expect and hope, that kind of meaning. So naturally, when you give instruction, give order, give command, then you have an expectation that those things get done, right? So this is fu. Okay. Next one, di. Di means murmur. Okay, means murmur. Just it's somebody's like speaking to themselves, like with quiet sound, and it's hard to tell what they're saying, that kind of thing. Okay, di, called di. And this character has a second pronunciation called di. Now di means it's a tic tac tock. It's a onomatopoeia. Okay, so it's representing the sound, the actual sound happening, like a di di di. It could represent the dropping sound of dropping water. It could also represent the horn of a car, like a di. That's the horn of a car. Okay, so this is di. And let's take a look at the character itself. So this one on the right hand side is the character of di. Di is the character like a di, so the dropping water character. Simplified version for that. So this is basically it's very obvious. The mouse radical on the left it's indicating that's a sound. I'm trying to express a sound. And then the D3, the D drop, that means that what kind of sound? It's the dropping water sound, okay? It also means like speaking quietly, murmuring sound, all right? So this is D. Next one. Gu. Gu is, gu means like a ku, clock, ku, mumble, mutter, murmur, okay, rum. So basically it's an onomatopoeia that represent a sound, either person or some animals or birds making. Okay, gu. And so here's the example, like 小孩咕咕咕的笑了. That means, try to describe the sound that the little child is laughing. Okay, and guno, that means, murmuring, speak quietly. And digu, digu is also a, you see this one, digu, that means speak quietly and privately. Okay, and so these are the gu. This is gu. So that's why, because di and gu similar meaning, so combined together, that's a word. Okay. Next one, ji. Ji means it's oftentimes referring to the sounds birds make. Okay, ji 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 ja ja ji ji ja ja, and birds buzz and chirp. Okay, creak. Okay, birds, and it's called a ji. It's also sometimes referring to people speak quietly, speak with a low voice. Okay, mutter, whisper. Okay, called a ji ji ji. For example, jigu. Jigu, that means like speak with a low voice privately. Okay, the purpose is not let anybody else to hear. Okay, so it's called jigu. Jigu, jiji, jijili, 这种 so this is ji. Okay, let's take a look at that. So this one basically, right hand side is the character called ji. Is ji actually, ji. Ji. Now, so ji representing the sound. Okay, representing the sound, and so the this one also has original meaning, which does not used anymore. Okay, the original meaning and why there's a ji over here is because this is it's referring to just taste something. Okay, by just eating a few mouthful. Okay, and that kind of thing. That's why they here as a ji. That means you eat. Kou means eat a few bites, basically. Okay, this is called a ji. Okay, and later on, so the ji, the original ji is pretty complicated, and the simplified version is much simpler. Okay, and okay, so that's ji. Next one, li. Li is a particle. Is a particle expressing exclamation. It's an interjection particle. Okay, just expressing explanation, interrogation, etc. Okay, for example, jiji la la, jili wa la, that kind of thing. Okay, and it's also a character referring to the English mile. Okay, li, English mile, and without that kou, that's the Chinese mile. Okay, they're representing different length. Okay, so that's why they make that distinction. Okay. So li this li is oftentimes used in sentence. Okay, in sentence. It's the function is similar to la, similar to la. Like for example, 还早嘞, that means it's still earlier. Okay, and here's another example. Say the 比例、茉莉都在桌上放着啊。That just it does not have a particular meaning. It just added to this added to the sentence to kind of add some kind of emotional quality, to what you're saying. Okay. So this is li. Next one. Wa. Wa means wow. Okay, means wow. Okay. This it's a and so this is like an explanation of excitement. Okay, respect and admiration, that kind of thing. Okay, and the second meaning is describe somebody's cry, like 哇哇哇大哭. Okay, that's second meaning. Okay, so this 哇 has two meanings. Okay, and you see, there's a meaning of vomit, like cry, speak, 哇的吐了啊，哇的哭了啊，或者是yeah, and 或者是 wow, this is so good. Okay, 多好啊。Okay, that's explanation of excitement. Okay, so this is wow. Now let's take a look at the characters. So this one on the right hand side, go with the character of 龟啊，龟. Now 龟 means that the beautiful jade that everybody likes. Okay, beautiful jade everybody likes, and so in this way they are trying to say, I'm exclaiming, I'm expressing my excitement, my admiration. Okay, so this is wa. Next one, la. La is usually is a final particle of assertion. Okay, final particle of assertion, and so oftentimes used at the end of the sentence to express a question or to emphasize emotion, and things like that. Okay, for example, here's an example. Say 我们顺利的完成任务啦. So that means we successfully completed our task. Okay, and you add la over here to emphasize the excitement. Okay, and for example, another example, like 他上工地去啦，他又要演出啦. That means try to express a sense of surprise. Okay, 表示 that kind of situation is new. Okay, unexpected. And also you can add it at the end to express a statement. Okay, some kind of explanation. For example, 你都听明白了，有错改了就行了。Okay, so that means if you make mistakes, you'll be fine if you correct it. Okay, so that kind of thing. And also sometimes to express a question. For example, 你怎么了? What's going on with you? Okay, and so this is la. Okay, and this one has a second pronunciation called la. La. La瓜, la la 队. This la means chat. Okay, means chat. Now la la 队 means la la 队 is la la 队. Oh, there's a cheerleader, okay. So this is the, that's a group of girls that dancing and cheering on the sports field, right, to cheer their teams. This is called 啦啦队, okay, called 啦 and so let's take a look at the character itself. So this one on the right hand side is just the character of 啦 to represent its sound, okay. And so this is 啦. Next one, 啰 啰 啰 is also used as a final particle at the end of a sentence, okay. And so it's usually try to add some emotional quality for the sentence, okay. So for example, like 他有了新的想法咯, okay. That means he has a new idea now, okay. And 大家都满怀信心咯, so that means everybody is very confident about it, okay. And say 请你放心咯, that means please have confidence in us, okay. And so 他准能办到咯, so that means I trust that he will get it done, okay. And so this is at the end of the sentence, it does not necessary to add that 咯, okay, at the end, but when you add it, it's kind of emphasize it and add an emotional quality to it, okay. So this is 啰, which is like it's the fifth tone, which means like 英文中文 called 轻声, okay. But this character also has a first tone called 啰. So when you say 啰, that means chatty, okay. Chatty, that's one meaning. Second meaning is overly complicated, okay. The common words for that is 啰嗦, okay. 啰嗦, 啰嗦, 啰里啰嗦, 啰嗦. 啰嗦 has two meanings. One is chatty, okay, like very talkative, like talk, not necessarily important or sensible things, but just overly talkative, which is called 啰嗦. And second meaning means that overly convoluted or complicated, okay, referring to things and jobs, tasks, okay, and it's called 啰嗦. So next one must be 嗦, just that's the 啰嗦 嗦. So like I said, 嗦 has this chatty, that meaning, okay. Other than that, it has the meaning of trembling, shivering. That is used in another two character words called 哆嗦. 哆嗦. 哆嗦 means shivering, okay, shivering, quivering, okay, 哆嗦. So this one, right hand side is the character 锁. 锁. 锁 means chain, okay. Means chain, like chain has the it's one lock after another, right, and connecting together. It's so 锁, quivering, shivering, so they use that to mean that it's repeatedly shaking and quivering, okay. So it's called 锁. 啰嗦 is also same thing, that's talkative, repeatedly, never ending, right, that kind of means. That's why they use this 锁, okay, over here. 唠, it's key. Oh, this is like, I think it's end 啦. We should finish at the 啦. Okay, so I think we are done today. All right. So that's it, and that's it for today. And happy learning, happy holidays. And so you can see this chapter. Every single character goes with the mouse radical, okay. And so this is why in Chinese sometimes, it's actually easy. Okay, just by look at the character, the component of character, and you can have a general idea what this character is talking about. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you.